these false systems of worship that are set up today. You see, Nebuchadnezzar got his idea for this idol from his dream, right? The dream saying that your kingdom will not stand forever. So what does Nebuchadnezzar do? He builds his golden idol to basically say, no, 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 the whole thing's going to be gold the whole time. Our kingdom will never fall. And in fact, that's, I think, why the artists always portray him with his arms crossed. It's kind of an arrogant pose, if you will. Well, you know, we have a lot of false systems of worship set up today. And in fact, we have a false system of worship set up today that has such striking similarities to this story. Does anybody know what this is? Interesting. There's a golden idol. A big golden idol. The Oscars. Better known as the Academy Awards. That's funny. It kind of has that same golden, arrogant pose. In fact, here they're saying the one, the only, the Oscars. What does it mean to worship? To treat someone or something with a reverence or adoration appropriate to a deity. Or number two, honor given to somebody in recognition of their merit. Isn't that what they do at the Oscars? Aren't they giving someone recognition of something because of their merits? And you know how many people, by definition, they're treating them like a deity. The Academy Awards, or the Oscars, is typically the second most watched show each year. Roughly 40 million people watch the Academy Awards each year. 40 million people. Do you know what the number one most watched show is? The Super Bowl. You are correct. Almost 100 million people watch the Super Bowl. So, here we have a ceremony that happens that's the second most watched thing by people's eyes in the world. And by a worldly definition, it's basically a worship service. Now I'm going to show you a clip. Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart are presenting at what they call the Golden Globes. There's lots of these little different things, the Grammys, the Golden Globes, they honor television, Oscars honors film and movies. So Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart are going to tell you exactly what this little tiny golden idol is to them. Hey. Here, I'll start it over with me here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next two presenters have done for fake news what the Fox News Channel has done for fake news. Please welcome Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
Good evening, godless sodomites.
What are you doing?
I'm bringing the truth, John. We're in Hollywood, the belly of the beast.
You can't just read the prompter?
I'm reading the prompter in here. You can read that pablum.
Award show banter is not pablum. Reality television celebrates the human condition. By illuminating what's extraordinary in the ordinary person.
It warps the minds of our children and weakens the resolve of our allies.
The results are often dramatic and always unexpected. We're here to honor achievement in that category.
By giving you a golden idol to worship. Kneel before your God, Babylon!
Kneel before your God, Babylon. Interesting. So, making a joke, but there's a bit of truth to every joke. And do you think this is one isolated experience? Do you think this happens more than once at the Oscars?
We're going to run the unedited version.
What?
And be warned for you people, you may be offended, maybe. Watch.
Now look, a lot of people come up here and they thank Jesus for this award. I want you to know that no one had less to do with this award than Jesus. He didn't help me a bit. If it was up to him, Caesar Milan would be up here with that damn dog. So all I can say is, suck it, Jesus, this award is my God now!
And everybody's laughing. It's amazing. I mean, it's hard to even play those things and hear those things. Can you imagine? And this is the business that so many people support all the time. This is the mentality that's behind what we just see, let alone the things that are hidden in between the lines. Oscar. Anybody want to take a random guess what the word Oscar means? It's Scandinavian or Old English in its origin, and it means divine strength or divine spear. Is it possible that the devil is using these high-profile celebrities as godlike weapons against us? Divine, of course, is from, like God. A spear, of course, is a weapon. Now here, does anybody recognize this building? It's a mosque. No. It's called the Shrine. It's where they held the Oscars until 1999. Okay? Now, the Shrine was founded by these two guys, Walter Fleming and William Florence, two Scottish Rite Freemasons, high-ranking 33rd degree Freemasons. This is where it's actually was all the way up till 1999, and they moved it to the Kodak Theater. In fact, Hollywood has long time been involved in Masonic secret societies, for those of you that aren't familiar with what Freemasonry is. It's basically different levels. There's 33 different levels. The first levels, all the way kind of till you get up into the higher teens, are actually really about helping your community and all sorts of things. They don't really tell you what's really going on until you get to the higher degrees. When they get to the 31st, 32nd, and 33rd degree, in the book Morals and Dogma, they say, we are following Lucifer. So, some of these people, like Gene Autry, John Wayne, these are all openly Masonic people that have come out and said, we are Freemasons. Also, in fact, Louis B. Meyer, Jack Warner, and Daryl Zanuck from 20th Century Fox, these guys are all high-ranking Freemasons. Now, I want to point something out to you. I don't want to go into a long explanation of, who the Freemasons are and go off on that much of a tangent. But right here, we have two very Masonic pictures. The one on the left is called the Masonic Sun Man. They incorporate lots of different elements of sun worship into their worship practices. And in fact, like sun being the head of man, that's kind of what that picture is relaying. And then also the picture on the right, your guys' on the right, is called a Masonic tracing board. What this picture is to people that are being initiated into Freemasonry is they want people to spot Freemasonry in the real world, so they hide certain Freemason symbols and things inside the pictures so that people that are initiated into the group will be able to pick them out. There's checkered floors, there's a sun beaming on, there's all kinds of different sun worship things that are involved in this. Now here's inside the Shrine building. You can always tell a Freemason building because it has huge sun motifs in the building. This is actually the roof. Do you see the sun motif that's in the roof? In fact, if you look at it like in this picture, you can see it a little bit better. I want to show you the very last time that they ever had the Oscars in this building. I want you to pay attention to the stage.
And the Oscar goes to